much, and welcome once again to the Durban ICC, where we continue with our live coverage of the 21st International AIDS Conference. Now, we've been speaking about high-risk populations, and there's certainly a number of delegates who are here. There are also civil society groups that are here to ensure that there is commitment and a greater focus from governments in dealing and addressing concerns coming from these community. And one of those vulnerable communities is the transgender community. And joining me now is Nelly Mhloko. Nelly comes from the Free State, and she is from the Social Health Empowerment Organization. Nelly, thank you very much for joining us. We just chatted earlier on to Alexander Rodriguez from Mexico, just some of the global concerns that the transgender community has. Now we're coming down to South Africa. Take us through some of the challenges here at home.
Most of the challenges that I would say that we are facing, especially here at home, is that we can't access our hormones very, very easily in so many ways, especially if you come from the rural settlements and everything. And it's still a burden and a problem for a person like me, a transgender person, to actually find a job in a rural settlement or find it here in South Africa, because I believe advocacy needs to be done more so that people can be more educated about transgender issues.
Now, one of the issues as well, and a great concern that Alexandra spoke about, was identification, and she mentioned quite an alarming or shocking incident that happened recently, where a transgender a man was not able to access health care. Is that another one of your concerns?
Yes, it is most of my concerns, especially considering the fact that we are from the rural areas. You see, in the Free State or most of the rural areas that you would ever find, we are being called by our names, and there are people out there who actually are not being able to go to access even their ARVs because of being afraid of being called in a wrong name. Because most of the time, when you're being called in a wrong name, it's like you are being reminded that you believe that you are something that the people don't see you as it is.
So that now would go to identification and Home Affairs. So you're still getting challenges there?
Yes, most of the challenges that we are getting them from Home Affairs. They need certain letters that most of us who are actually from the rural settlements, we can't access. So in most of the time, I believe that one of the hospitals in the Free State has already started with a process of sex reassignment. But then for that to happen for a rural person, it becomes very, very difficult, and it's still an issue that needs to be advocated.
Well, I guess that it would be very costly.
Yes, it will be costly. So all that we need is that if the government maybe can help us in meeting us halfway, because people are even dying because they can't access their own ARVs, they can't access their hormones.
The organizations that you work for, she is one of them. Let's talk about funding. Are you getting enough funding so you're able to continue the work that you are doing to assist the transgender community?
Yes, we are getting funding, but if there is more funding that can be done, that would really, really be appreciated. The funding needs to be more, because we still need more advocacy on the issues of transgender people, especially here in South Africa.
Now, you're at this conference, obviously you want to see action. That's what you've said, action, action, action. What do you hope to see being achieved through this conference?
Most of the things that I am hoping that we can achieve through this conference is that we can familiarize people and give more people information about transgender issues, and we can be able to easy access for the basic need or things that we need, the ARVs, the hormone therapy treatment. Let it be easy for transgender people, especially coming from South Africa and coming from the rural areas.
Nelly, thank you very much for your time. Nelly Mhloko, she is from the Social Health Empowerment Organization, all the way from Free State. Well, we'll leave it there for now. We'll continue to be giving you all the latest news coming out of this conference. From now, it's back to studio.